Hello guys, how are you all? Welcome back to my channel. So, today we are gonna see, what if Goten was born with divine blessings? Subscribe if you enjoy the video. And also check the description. So let's begin the story. The storm doesn't just rage. It screams. Lightning tears across Mount Pausa like claws through fabric. Thunder crashes so hard the mountains shake. Actual geological trembling, rocks tumbling down slopes, trees bending horizontal against wind that shouldn't exist in these elevations. Chi-Chi screams louder. Inside the sun house, candles flicker. Die. Reignite themselves. The laws of physics are having a nervous breakdown. Push. Master Rashi's voice cracks. His hands shake. He's delivered exactly 0 babies in his 300 years of life, but there's no hospital within 50 miles, and the storm made roads impassable 2 hours ago. Chi-Chi, you have to. I am pushing. Her voice could strip paint. Could probably strip the skin off bone. Rashi flinches. Another contraction. Chi-Chi's scream reaches frequencies that shatter the remaining windows. Outside, the storm stops. Not gradually. Not a natural dissipation of weather patterns. Full stop. Thunder cuts off mid-rumble. Lightning freezes. Actually freezes. Jagged white lines suspended in black sky like cracks in reality. Rain hangs motionless in the air. Individual droplets caught between clouds and earth. Silence. Rashi's breath catches. He's seen things. Fought demons. Watched the moon explode. Trained world champions. But this wrongness crawling up his spine? New territory. Something's happening, he whispers. Chi-Chi doesn't hear. Lost in pain and effort, and the singular focus of bringing life into the world. Her husband is dead. Has been dead for months. Cell took him. The Cell games took everything, left her alone. Pregnant. Terrified. But she's Chi-Chi. She doesn't break. She pushes. The baby crowns. Reality holds its breath. One more push. One more scream. One more moment of agony that feels like eternity compressed into seconds. The baby emerges, and the world exhales. The storm doesn't resume. It evaporates. Clouds dissolve like sugar in water. Stars appear, bright and sharp and wrong. Too many stars, constellations that don't belong in Earth's sky. Galaxies visible to the naked eye. The baby doesn't cry. Rashi stares. His hands, moving on autopilot through the medical necessities, start trembling worse. Cut the cord. Clear the airway. Wrap the infant. Standard procedure. Nothing about this is standard. The baby's eyes open. Gold. Not brown, not black. Pure gold, like molten metal, like burning suns. Light pours from those eyes. Not glowing. Pouring. Illumination with weight and substance. Oh, Rashi breathes. Oh no, the baby blinks. The golden light fades to something almost normal. Almost. The infant's eyes settle into dark brown, but Rashi saw what he saw. Knows what he knows. This child is not normal. Cannot be normal. Chi-Chi reaches for her son. Exhausted. Tearful. Radiating joy despite everything. My baby. My Goten. She named him weeks ago. After Goku. Goku. Goten. Simple. Sweet. A mother's hope that her second son would carry forward her husband's legacy. She has no idea how right she is. How terrifying that rightness will become. Rashi places the infant in Chi-Chi's arms. The baby, Goten, finally makes a sound. Not a cry. A coo. Soft. Almost musical. Harmonic frequencies that make Rashi's inner ear ache. He's perfect, Chi-Chi whispers. Tears stream down her face. Look at him. He has Goku's hair already. She's right. The infant sports a wild shock of black hair, gravity-defying spikes that shouldn't exist on a newborn's head. Genetics don't work that way. But this is Goku's son. Saiyan blood. Different rules. Rashi backs away slowly. Carefully. Like retreating from a sleeping tiger. I need to step outside. Get some air. Chi-Chi doesn't notice. Lost in her baby's face. Counting tiny fingers. Marveling at the miracle of new life. Rashi exits. Closes the door. Waits until he's 50 yards from the house. then runs. Master Roshi doesn't run. Hasn't run in decades. Age and pride both prevent it. But now his old legs pump, sandals slapping dirt, turtle shell bouncing on his back. He reaches his communication device, an old radio set up Bulma jury-rig years ago. Punches the emergency frequency. Anyone listening? This is Master Roshi. I need static. Then a voice. Young. Confused. Familiar. Master Roshi? It's Gohan. What's wrong? Is my mother? Your brother was just born. Silence on the other end. Then that's great. Is Mom okay? Is the baby? Get here. Now. Don't ask questions. Don't waste time. Get everyone you can and get here. Roshi kills the transmission. His heart hammers. Ancient ticker protesting the abuse. He looks back at the house. Peaceful now. Warm light from candles visible through broken windows. A mother and child. Norman Rockwell painting. Slice of Americana. Except the stars overhead are still wrong. Too bright. Too many. And when Roshi focuses his key sense, something he rarely does anymore, preferring sake and dirty magazines to the exhausting work of energy perception, he feels it. Pressure. Enormous, crushing, reality-warping pressure radiating from that house. From that infant. Power signature so vast it makes Roshi's brain hurt to contemplate, like trying to count grains of sand on every beach simultaneously. What are you? Roshi whispers toward the house. The baby doesn't answer. Can't answer. Too busy being newborn. But somewhere, far away, someone, something, does answer. King Kai's planet. Other world. The realm of the dead and divine. King Kai sits at his usual spot, tiny blue man on a tiny planet, watching his TV globe that shows events across the universe. He's eating a sandwich, some kind of afterlife deli meat that doesn't technically exist. The sandwich falls from his hands. No, that's not possible. Bubbles, his monkey companion, chatters nervously. Gregory the cricket asks, "What's wrong?" King Kai doesn't answer. Can't answer. Too busy feeling the metaphysical earthquake rippling through reality. A power signature just manifested in the mortal realm. Immense. Divine. Absolutely unprecedented. He knows that signature. Read about it in texts older than most galaxies. The divine mark. The blessing of the cosmos. The thing that appears once every 15 million years, choosing a being at random to elevate beyond mortal limitations. It just chose a newborn scion on Earth. Oh Goku, King Kai moans. What did you do? What did your kid inherit? He needs to contact the Supreme Kai. Immediately. This is beyond his jurisdiction. Beyond his pay grade. Beyond his. A presence manifests beside him. Instantaneous. No travel time. One moment empty space, next moment occupancy. The Supreme Kai stands there. Young looking. Ancient being. Purple skin, white mohawk, patera earring gleaming. His face shows the kind of panic that makes King Kai's anxiety look like mild concern. You felt it, Supreme Kai says. Not a question, I felt it. But that's impossible. The divine mark hasn't appeared since before my time. Since before the previous Supreme Kai's time. Supreme Kai's voice shakes. Actually shakes. This being witnessed the Buu crisis without flinching, but now, King Kai, do you understand what this means? A being of limitless potential just entered the universe? A scion of limitless potential. Supreme Kai grips King Kai's shoulders. A warrior race member with divine blessing. Every historical bearer of the mark either became a god of creation or, he trails off. Doesn't need to finish, or became a god of destruction. King Kai's antennae droop. It's Goku's son. Second son. Just born. Goku's. Supreme Kai releases him. Starts pacing. Tiny planet means he completes circuits fast. That explains the power signature. Scion genetics. Goku's specific lineage. The potential was already extraordinary. But with the divine mark, what do we do? I'm going to Earth. Now, is that wise? The infant is hours old. Maybe we should observe, wait, assess. Supreme Kai vanishes. Mid-conversation. Just gone. Instant transmission to Earth. King Kai sighs. Picks up his sandwich. It's soggy now. Ruined. This is going to end badly, he tells Bubbles. The monkey chatters agreement. Gohan arrives at Mount Pausa in 43 minutes. Flying full speed, Super Saiyan blazing, crossing hundreds of miles like they're nothing, he lands outside his childhood home. Breathing hard. Not from exertion, from fear, Master Roshi waits on the porch. The old man looks decades older than when Gohan last saw him. Where is he? Gohan demands. Inside. With your mother. Gohan, before you go in, you need to understand. Is Mom okay? Is the baby okay? Physically? Yes. But that child. Rashi's voice drops. I've lived 3 centuries. Trained under Master Mateto. Fought the Demon King. I've never felt anything like what's in that house. Gohan's jaw sets. He's heard enough. Pushes past Rashi. Through the door. Into the house he grew up in. His mother sits in her rocking chair. The one his father made. Crude carpentry but solid, because that's how Goku did everything. Chi-Chi cradles a bundle of blankets. Singing softly, a lullaby Gohan remembers from his own infancy. Mom? She looks up. Smiles. Radiant despite exhaustion. Gohan! Come meet your brother, he approaches. Every instinct screaming. His key sense, honed through years of battle, refined against Cell, sharpened to supernatural precision, screams danger. The power signature from that bundle of blankets is wrong. Vast. Incomprehensible. But he's family. So Gohan kneels beside his mother. Chi-Chi pulls back the blanket. Reveals the baby's face. Gohan's breath catches. The infant is normal. Tiny nose. Tiny fingers gripping the blanket edge. Black hair sticking up in wild spikes. Eyes closed, sleeping peacefully. His name is Goten, Chi-Chi says. Pride thick in her voice. After your father, he's... Gohan doesn't know what to say. The baby looks harmless. Innocent. But the power radiating from him, Goten's eyes open. Golden light floods the room. Not glowing eyes, gold, like someone poured pure energy into the eye sockets. The infant focuses on Gohan. Awareness in that gaze. Impossible awareness. Newborns can't focus, can't track, can't lock eyes with surgical precision. This one does. Gohan stumbles backward. Crashes into the wall. His power flares instinctively. Super Saiyan transformation triggered by sheer panic. Golden aura exploding around him. Gohan! Chi-Chi shouts. What are you doing? You'll scare him. But Goten doesn't cry. Doesn't react. Just watches his older brother with those golden eyes. And smiles. Tiny infant smile. The gold fades. Returns to normal brown. The pressure eases. Gohan's Super Saiyan form flickers out. I'm sorry, Gohan gasps. I'm sorry, Mom, The door bursts open. Piccolo arrives. Then Krillin. Then Yamcha. Then Tien. Then Vegeta. All of them felt it. That power spike. Came to investigate. Came because something impossible just happened and every warrior on Earth knows it. They crowd into the small house. Staring. At Chi-Chi. At the baby. Vegeta speaks first. His voice is flat. Carefully controlled. What the hell is that? That, Chi-Chi says, ice in her tone, is my son. Your prince's nephew. And if any of you speak about him like he's a thing again, I will yend you. She's not joking. Maternal fury radiates from her. More dangerous than any energy blast. Piccolo steps forward. Cautious. Analytical. Chi-Chi, I need to examine the child. Just to ensure, he's fine. He's healthy. Goten starts crying. Finally. Normal infant crying. Hungry or wet or uncomfortable. Human sounds. Chi-Chi immediately shifts into mother mode. Soothing. Rocking. Singing again. The warriors exchange glances. Gohan recovers enough to explain. Something happened during the birth. Master Roshi called me. Said it was urgent. Urgent is an understatement, Roshi mutters from the doorway. Vegeta's eyes narrow. His key sense probes toward the infant. Carefully. Like testing a hot stove. The moment his energy touches Goten's aura, he recoils. Physically jerks backward. That power. Vegeta's voice is barely audible. That's not possible. He's hours old. What kind of power? Krillin asks. Divine power. Everyone turns. A new voice. Someone none of them expected. Supreme Kai stands in the middle of the room. No dramatic entrance. No energy signature warning. Just suddenly there, Chi-Chi screams. Nearly drops the baby. Piccolo moves instantly, puts himself between Chi-Chi and the newcomer. Battle stance. Ready. Supreme Kai raises both hands. Please. I'm not here to fight. I'm here to help. Help with what? Gohan demands. Still rattled. Still scared. Who are you? I am the Supreme Kai. Guardian of this universe. And that child. He points at Goten. Bears the divine mark. A blessing, or curse, that hasn't appeared in 15 million years. Silence. Complete silence. Even Goten stops crying. Chi-Chi holds her baby tighter. I don't know what you're talking about. My son is normal. I'm sorry, Supreme Kai says gently. But he's not. They move outside. All of them. Chi-Chi refuses to let them discuss her baby like he's a problem inside her home. So they stand in the yard. Night fully fallen now. Those impossible stars still visible overhead. Supreme Kai explains. Talks about the divine mark. The blessing. How it appears randomly, choosing beings across the universe. How every bearer throughout history gained power beyond comprehension. They become gods, Supreme Kai says. True gods. Not like the Kais or even the destroyers. Something more fundamental. Creation gods. Or? Gohan prompts, or destruction gods. Not the official kind. The dangerous kind. The ones who unmake galaxies because they can't control their power. Vegeta laughs. Sharp. Bitter. Of course. Of course Kakarot Sprat would be special. This isn't about Goku, Piccolo says. This is about an infant who didn't choose this. Exactly. Supreme Kai looks relieved someone understands. Goten didn't ask for this blessing. But he has it. And as he grows, as his power develops, he trails off. Doesn't need to finish. Chi-Chi steps forward. Baby Goten sleeping peacefully in her arms. So what are you suggesting? That we, what? Get rid of him? No. Absolutely not. Supreme Kai looks horrified. I'm suggesting we monitor him. Train him. Help him control this power before it manifests fully. Train a baby? Krillin sounds skeptical. Not now. But soon. Saiyans develop quickly. By age 4, 5, he'll show signs of conscious power usage. We need to be ready. Gohan clenches his fists. You're talking about my brother. About treating him like a weapon to be controlled. I'm talking about preventing a catastrophe. Guys. Yamcha speaks up. He's been quiet, observing. Now points at the sky. Are those stars supposed to be there? Everyone looks up. The impossible constellations. Galaxies visible like streetlights. Supreme Kai closes his eyes. The divine mark's manifestation distorted local space-time. It should normalize in a few days. Should? Tien echoes. Probably. Possibly. I'm working from 15-million-year-old records here. Vegeta snorts. Wonderful. So we have no idea what we're dealing with. We know enough to be cautious. Supreme Kai's voice hardens. Every historical bearer of the divine mark either ascended to godhood peacefully, or destroyed their homeworld within 20 years. Sometimes both. Chi-Chi's hands tighten on her baby. My son is not destroying anything. With respect, that's not your decision. The mark chooses. The power manifests. The only variable is whether the bearer learns control or succumbs to chaos. Then we teach him control. Piccolo's voice is firm. That's what we do. What we've always done. Train. Guide. Help. A Namekian understanding compassion? Vegeta's tone drips sarcasm. How touching. You want to argue philosophy, Prince? Or do you want to address the baby who could potentially erase this planet by sneezing? Vegeta goes quiet. Hates that Piccolo's right. Gohan looks at his mother. At his baby brother. At the gathering of Earth's mightiest warriors, all afraid of an infant. We protect him, Gohan says. That's the play. We protect Goten from anyone who would hurt him because of what he is. And we help him grow up as normal as possible. Normal? Supreme Kai sounds incredulous. That child is the furthest thing from normal that. Then we fake it. Gohan's voice cracks. Thunder rumbles overhead. Wait. No, that's Gohan's power. His energy spiking. Emotional control slipping. We fake normal. We give him a childhood. A family. Love. Everything Dad wanted for us. Because what's the alternative? Lock him up? Seal his power? Make him afraid of himself? The question hangs. Nobody answers. Goten wakes. Starts crying again. Normal infant crying. Chi-Chi rocks him. Whispers soothing words. The baby calms. Watching this, something shifts in the group. Tension eases fractionally. We'll need safeguards, Supreme Kai finally says. Training protocols. Emergency measures. I can provide sealing techniques if his power spikes uncontrollably. No seals. Chi-Chi's voice is absolute. No one puts anything on my baby. Chi-Chi, I said no. Standoff. Mother versus God. She wins. Supreme Kai backs down. Then we monitor. Closely. I'll check in weekly. Any unusual manifestations, any power spikes, you contact me immediately. He looks at each warrior in turn. All of you. You're his family now. His protectors. And possibly the only thing standing between him and catastrophic destruction. Gee, no pressure, Krillin mutters. Vegeta turns away. Starts walking. This is ridiculous. The brat's problem, not mine. He's Saiyan. Gohan's words stop Vegeta mid-step. He's one of the last of our race. That makes him your problem too. Vegeta doesn't turn around. But doesn't leave either. Standing there. Rigid. Furious at being called out. Furious at caring. Fine, he growls. But when this goes sideways, don't expect me to clean up the mess. He blasts off. Contrail of energy streaking across the night sky. The others exchange looks. Piccolo shakes his head. He'll help. When it matters. He always does. What about training? Tien asks. Who takes point on that? We all do, Gohan says. Rotating schedule. Different styles, different approaches. Give Goten options. Let him find his own path. And if his path leads to destruction? Supreme Kai's question is soft but sharp. Then we deal with it. Together. Gohan looks at his mother. At his brother. But I'm betting on him. Same way people bet on Dad. Same way they bet on me. Same way everyone here has gotten second chances. Murmured agreement. Reluctant but real. Supreme Kai nods. Very well. I'll respect your decision. But understand, the universe is watching. Other Kais felt this manifestation. And if they perceive Goten as a threat, let them come, Chi-Chi says. Mama Bear voice. Dangerous voice. Anyone who wants to hurt my baby goes through me first. Nobody doubts her. Chi-Chi fought armies. Survived the Saiyan invasion. Raised a world champion. She's not bluffing. The gathering disperses slowly. Krillin leaves. Then Yamcha. Then Tien. Piccolo lingers, speaks privately with Gohan. Plans? Contingencies. Then he leaves too. Supreme Kai vanishes last. Just gone. Back to Otherworld. Gohan remains. Standing with his mother in the yard of their childhood home. Stars overhead slowly returning to normal. The universe resettling. You believe me? Chi-Chi asks. That he'll be okay? I have to, Gohan answers. Otherwise, what was the point of everything we've been through? She smiles. Tired but genuine. Your father would be proud of you. Dad would have loved him. Gohan looks at the sleeping baby. Would have taught him everything. Fishing, fighting, how to be good. Then we do that. Teach him what Goku would have taught him. We will. They go inside. The house feels emptier without everyone crowding it. But warmer too. Family. Just family. Chi-Chi puts Goten in his crib. Handmade by Gohan weeks ago. Simple wood. Sturdy. The baby sleeps. Peaceful. Innocent. Unaware of the cosmic significance everyone just attributed to him, Gohan watches. Memorizing his brother's face. Promising silently to protect him. From threats. From fear. From the weight of divine power he didn't ask for. Tomorrow, training plans. Schedules. Protocols. Tonight just this. A new family member. A baby brother. Hope. Far away. Other world. Supreme Kai's planet. Supreme Kai sits. Exhausted. The day's events weighing on him. Old Kai approaches. Ancient. Cranky. 15 generations removed from current divinity. You handled that poorly, Old Kai says. I did my best. Your best might not be good enough. A divine mark bearer? With Saiyan genetics? That combination. I know. Do you? Old Kai's voice sharpens. The last bearer became Zalama. Created the Super Dragon Balls. Before that? Kore destroyed 17 galaxies before the other Kai stopped him. And you're hoping a mortal family can handle this? What choice do we have? Destroy the child? That creates more problems than it solves. Seal him. Lock the power away. They refused. The mother refused. Old Kai sighs. Long deep. Carrying eons of frustration. Then we pray. Pray the boy's heart is strong. Pray his family guides him true. Pray, a ripple. Through reality. Both Kais feel it. Someone else noticed. Something else noticed. Far beyond their universe. In spaces between spaces. A being stirs. Consciousness awakening. Drawn by the divine mark's manifestation, Old Kai's eyes widen. Oh no. What? What is it? That signature. I know that signature. Old Kai's voice drops to horrified whisper. Equilibrium. The void entity. It's aware of the boy. Equilibrium? But that's just a myth. A story told to young Kais. I wish it were a myth. Old Kai grips Supreme Kai's shoulder. Listen carefully. If equilibrium comes for that child, nothing will stop it. Not warriors. Not gods. It exists to maintain cosmic balance. And a divine mark bearer on a mortal world? That's an imbalance. So what do? We hope it stays asleep. We hope it doesn't see Earth as significant enough to warrant intervention. We hope, another ripple. Stronger, both Kais flinch. Somewhere, in the vast dark between universes, something ancient opens eyes that have been closed for eons. It sees Earth. Sees the child. Sees the divine mark, and begins moving, back on Earth. Mount Pauzu. The Sun House. Goten sleeps in his crib. Dreaming infant dreams. Simple synapses firing. No conscious thought yet, but something stirs. Deep in his genetic code. In the places where Saiyan biology meets divine blessing. Power. Vast. Dormant. Waiting. His tiny hand clenches. Unclenches. Golden light flickers around his fingers for just a moment, then fades. In the other room, Chi-Chi sleeps. Exhausted from labor. From fear. From defending her son against an entire universe. Gohan watches over them both. Sitting in the corner. Awake. Alert. He won't sleep tonight. Can't, because he felt it too. That ripple. That distant attention turning toward Earth. Something's coming. Not now. Not tomorrow. But soon. And when it arrives, the real test begins. I've got you, little brother, Gohan whispers. Whatever happens. Whatever comes. I've got you. Goten sleeps on. Innocent. Blessed. Marked. The storm is over. The calm arrived. But every warrior knows, the calm never lasts. Outside, one star burns brighter than the rest. Not a star. Not a planet. Something else. Watching. Waiting. The divine mark has been activated. And the universe will never be the same. 3 days. That's how long the universe stays quiet. Supreme Kai materializes in Chi-Chi's living room at 6:47 a.m. on day 4. No warning. No polite knock. Just suddenly there, purple skin and white mohawk and barely contained panic, Chi-Chi throws a frying pan at his head. He dodges. Barely. The cast iron embeds itself in the wall. I apologize for the intrusion, but get out of my house. There's been a development. I don't care. Gohan stumbles in, rubbing sleep from his eyes. Still wearing yesterday's GI. Hasn't left since the birth. What's going on? Supreme Kai turns. Relief floods his face. Thank goodness. Someone rational. We need to talk. About Goten. About the mark. About, a scream cuts through the house. Not Chi-Chi, not human. Goten. The baby's cry shatters windows. Actually shatters them. Glass exploding outward, fragments hovering midair, suspended by raw power emanating from the nursery. Everyone runs. The door is already open. Inside, the crib glows. White gold light pouring from it like liquid sunrise. Goten stands, 3-day-old infant standing upright, gripping the crib rails. Eyes blazing pure gold, mouth open in a wail that makes reality flinch. Chi-Chi reaches for him. Her hands pass through a barrier. Invisible force field. She tries again. Again. Pounding against nothing. Goten! Baby, mommy's here! He can't hear her. Lost in whatever's happening. Power cycling through his tiny body. Too much power. Bones shouldn't handle the stress. Cells shouldn't survive this voltage. But he's Saiyan. Built different. Built for battle. Even as an infant. The mark is manifesting. Supreme Kai breathes. This is the first activation. I'd hoped we'd have years, but fix it. Gohan grabs the god by his robes. Lifts him. Do something. I can't. The mark's power comes from something beyond even the Kais. I can observe, I can guide, but I cannot. Goten's cry reaches a new octave. The house lifts off its foundation. Actually lifts. Stone and wooden memories rising 15 feet, rotating slowly, held aloft by invisible hands. Furniture slides. Pictures fall. Chi-Chi screams. Gohan transforms. Super Saiyan 2. Golden lightning crackling. He tries to approach his brother. The barrier repels him. Throws him back. Through a wall. Through 2 walls. Into the yard. We need containment. Supreme Kai shouts. If this spreads, too late. The power pulse explodes outward. Shockwave visible, golden ripple expanding at supersonic speed. Trees bend horizontal. Mountains crack. The ground itself ripples like water. Every warrior on Earth feels it. Vegeta, training in Capsule Corp's gravity room, stumbles. The machine sparks. Dies. 200 times gravity cuts to normal. He catches himself. Snarls. That damn baby. Blasts off. Heading for Mount Pauzu, Piccolo meditates on his plateau. The pulse hits. His eyes snap open. Green energy flares around him. Not good. Not good at all. He flies. Max speed. Krillin's eating breakfast with 18 and Marin. His daughter giggles at her eggs. Then the pulse arrives. Dishes rattle. 18's eyes narrow. Android sensors detecting the signature. Go, she says. Krillin hesitates. But, go. Before he levels the planet, he goes. At Capsule Corp, Bulma's sensors scream. Alarms blare. Readouts spike into ranges that shouldn't exist. She runs for the main display. Sees the numbers. Sees the epicenter. Oh my god! Chi-Chi's place. She hits the intercom. Trunks! Trunks! The 7-year-old prince rushes in. Mom, your father just left. Something's happening at Goten's house. Something big. Trunks knows Goten. Played with him, well, near him, a few times. Babies are boring, but Dad said he's special. Important. Can I go? Absolutely not. But, no. Trunks scowls. Later. He'll sneak out later. Back at Mount Pauzu, the house crashes back down. Impacts Earth. Holds together. Barely. Cracks spiderweb through every wall. Inside, Goten's cry stops. Silence. Worse than the screaming. Pregnant silence. Anticipatory silence. Chi-Chi claws at the barrier. Please. Please, baby, please. It drops. She surges forward. Grabs her son. He's hot. Feverishly hot. Skin radiating heat like a furnace. But breathing. Alive. Eyes closed. Exhausted. Normal infant exhaustion. Regular sleep. Like nothing happened. Is he? Gohan climbs back through the hole he made. Bleeding from a dozen cuts. Doesn't care. Is he okay? Chi-Chi checks. Frantically. Fingers, toes, heartbeat, breathing. Everything normal. Everything fine. He's fine. She starts crying. Relief. Terror. Everything. Supreme Kai approaches. Cautiously. Like approaching a bomb. May I? Don't touch him. I need to examine the mark. Please. I'll be gentle. Chi-Chi hesitates. Gohan nods. She allows it. Supreme Kai extends his senses. Divine perception. Reading the baby's aura like scripture. His expression shifts. Surprise. Ah. Horror. What? Gohan demands. What do you see? The mark is active. Fully active. It should have taken years to manifest this strongly, but, he looks at Chi-Chi. Did anything unusual happen? Before he started crying, he was sleeping. Just sleeping. Dreams, Supreme Kai mutters. The mark responds to the bearer's subconscious. Even in infants. Especially in infants. No mental barriers, no learned limitations. Pure ID. Speak plainly, Gohan growls. Your brother had a nightmare. And the universe felt it. Silence. Processing this. A baby's bad dream just levitated a house. Cracked mountains. Sent shockwaves across a continent. What happens when he's older? Stronger? Conscious? We need to seal it. Supreme Kai's voice is firm. Final. Now. Before the next manifestation. Before he kills someone accidentally. You said sealing was temporary. Gohan's fists clench. That it would only delay. Delay is better than destruction. No. Chi-Chi stands. Goten cradled against her chest. No seals. Chi-Chi, be reasonable. I am reasonable. You want to lock my baby's power away? Make him afraid of himself? That's how you create monsters. That's how you prevent them. They're shouting now. Gods and mortals. Neither backing down. Gohan steps between them. Stop. Both of you. There has to be another way. There isn't. Supreme Kai's composure cracks. I've studied the records. Every unsealed divine mark bearer either mastered their power through decades of training or lost control and died taking planets with them. Your brother is 3 days old. He cannot train. Cannot learn. Cannot. Vegeta arrives. Doesn't land. Doesn't announce himself. Just appears at the broken window. Surveying the damage. Reading the situation. Seal the brat, he says. Everyone turns. Excuse me? Chi-Chi's voice could freeze fire. Vegeta floats there. Arms crossed. Face unreadable. You heard me. Seal his power. Let him grow. Let him develop consciousness and control. Then unlock it. Gradually. Under supervision. That's what I've been saying. Supreme Kai sounds vindicated. Not the same. Vegeta's eyes narrow. You want a permanent seal. Prison. I'm suggesting a cage with a timer. Multiple timers. Locks that break naturally as he matures. Supreme Kai pauses. Considers. A progressive seal. Layered restrictions that degrade as the bearer's capacity increases. That could work. If designed correctly. Can you design it correctly? Gohan asks. Not me. I lack the expertise. But I know someone who might. Supreme Kai vanishes. Returns 30 seconds later. Brings company. Old Kai shuffles in. Ancient. Wizened. Irritated at being summoned. This better be important. I was watching my stories. The divine mark manifested in a 3-day-old Saiyan. We need a progressive seal. 7 layers. Breaking naturally over time. Old Kai's eyes widen. Then narrow. Studies Goten. Whistles low. That's a lot of God in a very small package. Can you do it? Can I? Yes. Should I? Different question. He looks at Chi-Chi. You understand what you're asking? Sealing divine power warps the bearer's development. Could cause psychological issues. Identity problems. Power dysphoria when the seals break. Will it keep him safe? Chi-Chi's voice shakes. Safer. Not safe. Nothing makes divine power safe. Then do it. Old Kai nods. Cracks his knuckles. Literal cracking, ancient joints protesting. All right. Everyone out. Except Mom. And the Namekian when he gets here. How did you know? Gohan starts. Piccolo lands outside. I'm here. Felt the disturbance. Right on cue. Old Kai smirks. Namekian magic complements Kai techniques. I'll need your help channeling. Piccolo enters. Sees the situation. Understands immediately. What do you need? Hold the baby. Keep him calm. This will hurt. Chi-Chi's face goes white. Hurt? You said. I said I could seal him. Didn't say it'd be pleasant. Divine power doesn't want to be contained. It'll fight. He'll feel it. Then I don't. Mom. Gohan grips her shoulder. We don't have a choice. The next manifestation could be worse. She knows he's right. Hates it. But knows. Hands goten to Piccolo. The Namekian holds the infant awkwardly. Big hands. Small baby. Careful. Gentle. Goten wakes. Blinks. Looks up at green face. Should cry. Doesn't. Coos. Reaches for Piccolo's antennae. Don't pull, Piccolo mutters. Those are sensitive. Goten giggles. Grabs anyway. Piccolo winces. Remind me why I'm helping. Because you're soft, Vegeta calls from outside. Sentimental fool, says the man who flew here to help. No response. Vegeta scowls. Old Kai begins. Chanting. Ancient language. Syllables that predate language. Sounds that hurt to hear. Reality flinching away from phonemes that shouldn't exist. His hands glow. Purple-white energy. Condenses. Shapes. Becomes symbols. Geometric patterns that exist in too many dimensions. He presses them toward Goten. The baby's eyes flash gold. Instinct. Defense. Power rising to meet the threat. Now! Old Kai shouts. Piccolo's hands glow green. Namekian magic. Soothing. Calming. Wrapping around Goten's power. Not suppressing, cradling. Gentling. The divine energy hesitates. Confused. Torn between fight and acceptance, Old Kai strikes. Symbols slam into Goten's chest. Sink through flesh. Through bone. Into soul. Goten screams. Not the reality-breaking wail from before. Regular infant screaming. Pain and confusion and betrayal. Why is the green man letting this happen? Why is the old man hurting him? Chi-Chi lurches forward. Gohan catches her. Holds her back. Let them finish. Old Kai works fast. 7 symbols. 7 seals. Each one layering over the last. Creating barriers. Walls. Locks on power that shouldn't be locked. The first seal settles. Clicks. Goten's aura dims. Still present but muted. Compressed. Second seal. More dimming. The golden light fades to normal brown eyes. Third seal. His key signature drops to reasonable levels. Strong for an infant. Not apocalyptic. Fourth seal. Fifth. Sixth. Each one compressing the divine power further. Tighter. Deeper. The 7th seal glows brightest. Final lock. Ultimate restraint. Old Kai pours everything into it. 3,000 years of accumulated power. Knowledge. Sacrifice. It settles. Clicks. Holds. Goten's screaming stops. He pants. Hiccups. Looks at Piccolo with confused, hurt eyes. I'm sorry, Piccolo whispers. I'm so sorry. Hands the baby back to Chi-Chi. She clutches him. Rocks him. Sings through tears. Old Kai staggers. Catches himself on the wall. Exhausted. It's done. How long? Supreme Kai asks. Before the seals break? First seal? 6 months, maybe a year. They'll break based on emotional triggers and power growth. The last seal. He pauses. That one's different. It'll only break under extreme duress, life-threatening situation. When he needs it most, or when it's most dangerous, Vegeta observes. Same thing usually. Gohan stares at his brother. The baby looks normal now. Powerless, relatively. Just a kid. What did we just do to him? Bought time, old Kai says. Maybe enough. Maybe not. But it's what we got. He vanishes. Back to other world. Too tired for prolonged interaction, Supreme Kai lingers. I'll check in weekly. Monitor the seals. If any show premature degradation, we'll handle it, Gohan interrupts. You've done enough, the god nods. Disappears. Leaves the warriors. The family. The baby who stopped crying, now sleeping in his mother's arms. Vegeta lands. Walks inside. Surveys the damage. The cracked walls. Broken windows. Structural instability. You can't stay here. This is my home, Chi-Chi says. Quiet but fierce. It's a death trap. Next power spike brings the whole thing down. He's sealed now. Seals fail. Always do. Vegeta's voice softens. Fractionally. Bulma has space. Guest quarters. Better security. Medical equipment if something goes wrong. Pride. That's what this costs him. Admitting someone might need help. Offering it anyway. Chi-Chi meets his eyes. Sees the offering beneath the gruff words. Thank you, he grunts. Turns away. Don't thank me. Thank the woman if you come. I'm just the messenger. Flies off. Gone. Piccolo remains. Silent guardian. I'll help repair the house. Reinforcements. In case you don't take Vegeta's offer, I might, Chi-Chi admits. For now. Until things settle. Things won't settle, Piccolo says. Not cruel. Honest. That baby is a storm. I have calm right now. But storms don't end. They grow. Then we learn to dance in the rain. Piccolo almost smiles. Almost. Goku would have said something like that. I know. I was married to him for 11 years. The Namekian nods. Exits. Leaves through the hole in the wall. Starts gathering materials. Wood. Stone. Ki-reinforced mortar. Gohan sits beside his mother. Exhausted. Emotionally drained. Are we doing the right thing? I don't know, Chi-Chi admits. But we're doing something. That's better than nothing, is it? She has no answer. Goten sleeps. Peaceful now. Seals holding. Power compressed. Dormant, for now. Capsule Corporation. 1 week later, Chi-Chi accepted Vegeta's offer. Couldn't refuse. Practical woman knows when pride costs too much. Bulma welcomed them. Set up rooms. Made space. Goten grows. Faster than normal. Not dramatically. Subtly. At 2 weeks old, he holds his head up. At 3 weeks, he tracks objects. At 4 weeks, he giggles. Responds to voices. Accelerated development. Saiyan genetics. Also concerning. Bulma runs tests. Blood work. Brain scans. Genetic analysis. Everything looks normal. Except it doesn't. Readings fluctuate. Numbers don't add up. His cells regenerate too fast. Heal micro-damage instantly. He's healthy, she tells Chi-Chi. Unnaturally healthy. Like his body's overcompensating. Is that bad? Don't know yet. Keep monitoring. Trunks meets his future best friend during week 5. The 7-year-old prince approaches the nursery. Curious. Dad said this baby's special. Mom's worried about something. Everyone's weird and tense. He peeks through the doorway. Goten lies in his crib. Awake. Staring at the ceiling. Not crying. Just existing. Trunks enters. Hey, the baby's head turns. Focuses on him. Brown eyes. Normal eyes. But something behind them. Awareness that shouldn't exist yet. You're the special one, Trunks says. Everyone's talking about you. Dad says you're dangerous. Goten blinks. I don't think you're dangerous. You're a baby. Babies aren't dangerous. Trunks reaches into the crib. Let's Goten grab his finger. I'm Trunks. We're gonna be friends. Dad and your dad were rivals. That makes us. I dunno. Something. Goten squeezes. Gentle squeeze. Baby strength. But Trunks feels it. Potential. Lurking beneath the surface. Power waiting. You're gonna be strong, Trunks whispers. Stronger than me, probably. That's okay. We can train together. Get stronger together. A promise. 7-year-old promise. But sincere. Goten's grip tightens. Just slightly. Acceptance. Friends. Footsteps. Trunks turns. His mother stands in the doorway. Watching. Smiling. Making friends already? He's cool, Trunks says. For a baby. Yes. He is. Bulma's smile fades slightly. Worry creeping in. Come on. Let him rest. They leave. But Trunks looks back. Goten watches him go. Those eyes. That awareness. Something's there. Something big. Trunks can't wait to see what. 3 months pass. Seals hold. Goten develops normally. Abnormally normal. Perfect health. Perfect growth. Never sick. Never fussy. Model baby. Too perfect. Chi-Chi notices. Doesn't say anything. But notices. Supreme Kai visits weekly. Examines the seals. They're stable. Degrading, yes, first seal showing stress fractures, but controlled degradation. Expected. Another 3 months, he estimates. First seal breaks around 6 months old. Maybe sooner if he experiences strong emotion. What kind of strong emotion? Chi-Chi asks. Fear. Anger. Joy. Anything intense. Supreme Kai frowns. Keep him calm. Stable routine. Minimal stress. Easier said than done, because at 4 months old, Goten starts floating. Not flying. Floating. Unconscious levitation. Falls asleep in his crib. Wakes up pressed against the ceiling. Confused. Not scared. Just puzzled. Chi-Chi finds him. Nearly has a heart attack. Gohan, her eldest, arrives. Sees his brother defying gravity. Oh. That's new. Get him down. Gohan floats up. Retrieves Goten. Brings him down. The baby giggles. Thinks it's a game. We should tell Supreme Kai, Gohan says. No. Not yet. It's harmless. For now. For now is all we have. The floating continues. Sporadic. Random. Sometimes he hovers inches. Sometimes feet. Always unconscious. Always while sleeping. His dreams are active. At 5 months, words start. Not babbling. Words. Clear. Precise. Mama, Chi-Chi cries. Happy tears. First word. Yes. Yes, baby, I'm Mama. Gohan. Gohan freezes. Did he just? Piccolo. Everyone stares. Goten smiles. Proud of himself. Learning. Absorbing. Those divine seals might lock his power, but they don't touch his mind. He's smart. Scary smart. At 5.5 months he walks. Just stands up in his crib one morning. Grips the rails. Pulls himself upright. Takes a step. Another. Toddles across the nursery. Trunks watches. Jaw dropped. Babies don't walk this early. This one does, Bulma mutters. Recalibrating expectations. Again. Vegeta observes from the doorway. Saying nothing. Thinking everything. That's not normal development. Can't be. Even Saiyan children don't progress this fast. Unless the seals are failing. He doesn't mention this. Not yet. But watches. Carefully. Days pass. Goten walks more. Talks more. Learns frighteningly fast. Words. Sentences. Basic concepts. At 6 months -1 week, he has the cognitive function of a 2-year-old. Chi-Chi tries to rationalize it. He's Goku's son. Goku was special. This is special. Different special, but special. She's lying to herself. Knows it. Continues anyway. Because what's the alternative? Panic? More seals? Lock her baby further? No. Let him develop. Let him grow. Deal with problems as they arise. That philosophy gets tested 6 months and 2 days after his birth. Trunks visits the nursery. Routine now. Daily visits. Plays with Goten. Teaches him things. Big brother figure. Today blocks. Building blocks. Stacking. Coordination exercise. Goten stacks 3 blocks. They fall. He tries again. Fall. Again. Fall. Frustration builds. Visible. Baby face scrunching. Trying so hard. It's okay, Trunks says. Takes practice. I couldn't stack them either when I was. Goten's eyes flash. Just for a second. Barely noticeable. Brown to gold to brown. The blocks float. Rise on their own. Stack themselves. Perfect tower. 10 blocks high. Trunks scrambles backward. Mom? MOM. The blocks crash down. Goten blinks. Confused. What happened? Bulma runs in. What's wrong? The blocks moved. By themselves. His eyes, Goten starts crying. Overwhelmed. Scared. Doesn't understand. The crying triggers it. First seal cracks. Audible crack. Like ice breaking. Sound that shouldn't exist. Everyone in Capsule Corp hears it. Vegeta's training. The sound reaches him. He knows that sound. Heard it once before, when old Kai placed the seals. No. Too soon. Blasts out of the gravity room. Full speed. Races for the nursery. Arrives in time to see it happen. Goten's aura ignites. White gold. Not explosive. Gentle. Warm. But present. Visible to everyone. The baby stops crying. Looks at his hands. Sees the light. Reaches for it. Touches it. It responds. Flows. Shapes. Becomes patterns. Symbols. Writing. Divine script. Appearing in the air around him. Words and languages that predate civilization. Trunks stares. What is that? Knowledge, Vegeta breathes. The mark is feeding him knowledge. Goten's eyes focus. Brown but aware. So aware. He looks at Vegeta. Recognition. Understanding. Speaks. One word. Clear. Perfect pronunciation. Zenkai. Vegeta's blood runs cold. That word. Saiyan term. But Goten hasn't been taught Saiyan history. Hasn't been taught any history. How does he know? The divine script fades. Aura dims. Goten's eyes droop. Exhausted. Falls asleep standing up. Vegeta catches him. Holds the baby awkwardly. Stiff. Uncomfortable. Bulma stares at her husband. Did he just? The first seal broke. Vegeta's voice is flat. He accessed the mark's knowledge. Temporarily. Is that bad? I don't know. Rare admission. Vegeta never admits ignorance. But this? Beyond his experience, Chi-Chi arrives. Breathless. Panicked. I felt something. What happened? Vegeta hands her the baby. First seal broke. Early. He'll be fine. But we need to prepare for the others. How soon? Sooner than we want. Supreme Kai arrives within the hour. Examines Goten. Confirms what everyone already knows. First seal is gone. The others are intact but stressed. Second seal will last maybe 3 months. Third seal, 6 months after that. Progression's accelerating. Why? Gohan demands. Old Kai said they'd hold longer. Old Kai didn't account for Saiyan adaptation. Your brother's body is learning to break the seals. Treating them like training weights. Supreme Kai's expression turns grim. By the time the 7th seal breaks, he might be strong enough to shatter it intentionally. So what do we do? Start training. Now. He's 6 months old but cognitively advanced. Teach him control. Meditation. Energy management. Basic techniques. He's a baby. He's a divine weapon in a baby's body. Start treating him accordingly. Harsh words. True words. They sting, but necessary. That night, council forms. Everyone gathers. Vegeta, Bulma, Gohan, Chi-Chi, Piccolo, Krillin, even Yamcha and Tien, discussing a 6-month-old's training regimen. Surreal. I'll take meditation, Piccolo offers. Namekian techniques focus on mental discipline. Start early, establish good habits. I can handle energy sensing, Gohan adds. Teaching him to read key signatures. Understand power levels. Physical conditioning, Vegeta says. Everyone turns. He shrugs. What? The brat needs a proper foundation. Saiyan training. Starts young. He's 6 months old, Chi-Chi repeats. Weekly. And walking and talking and breaking divine seals. Age is irrelevant. She can't argue. Hates that she can't argue. Fine. But gentle training. Age appropriate. No death matches. Vegeta smirks. Yet. Ever. We'll see. The plan forms. Rotating instructors. Different disciplines. Gradual escalation. Keep Goten stable. Keep him controlled. Keep him from becoming what everyone fears, a god without restraint. Training begins the next day. Piccolo takes first shift. Sits with Goten in a quiet room. Cross-legged. Breathing exercises. Watch me, Piccolo says. In. Out. In. Out. Goten mimics. Perfect imitation. Breathing sinks. Easy. Natural. Good. Now feel your energy. Inside. Warm spot in your chest. Goten's hand moves to his sternum. Touches. Here? Yes. That's your key. Your life force. Everyone has it. Yours is bigger. But the principle's the same. Bigger? Much bigger. That's why we're training. So you learn to keep it inside. Not let it spill out. Goten nods. Serious. Understanding. Don't want to hurt people. Piccolo's expression softens. No. You don't. I can tell. They meditate. Sit in silence. Goten lasts 5 minutes before fidgeting. Baby attention span. But 5 minutes is progress. Good first session, Piccolo says. Goten beams. Proud. Gohan takes afternoon shift. Energy sensing practice. Close your eyes. Tell me where I am. Goten closes his eyes. Concentrates. Piccolo taught him to feel energy. Now he extends that sense outward. Over there. Points. Exactly right. Gohan moves. Now, there. Move. Now, behind me. Perfect accuracy. Every time. Gohan's impressed. Concerned. The kid's learning too fast. Understanding concepts that take years to master. Divine intuition. Mark-granted knowledge. Not earning the skill. Remembering it from cosmic consciousness. Dangerous. Vegeta's session is different. Stand up. Goten stands. Eager. Ready. Punch me. The baby blinks. What? You heard me. Punch. Make a fist. Throw it. Goten makes a fist. Tiny fist. Throws a punch. Slow. Weak. Baby punch. Vegeta catches it. Again. 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 50 punches. Vegeta critiques each one. Thumb outside. Tighten your core. Rotate your hip. No other hip. Exhausting. Repetitive. But Goten doesn't complain. Keeps trying. Wants to improve. Saiyan instinct. Battle drive. Coded in his DNA. Better, Vegeta finally admits. You're weak. But teachable. That's enough. Goten smiles. Vegeta's approval means something. The prince rarely gives it. Training continues. Days become weeks. Goten progresses frighteningly fast. Meditation stretches to 30 minutes. Energy sensing reaches across the compound. His punches gain speed. Power, not enough to hurt anyone. But enough to notice. At 7 months old, he transforms. Accidentally? During training with Gohan. Frustration spike. Trying to channel energy properly. Can't quite manage it. Pushes harder. Harder. Emotions building. Wanting to succeed. Needing to. Golden aura explodes. Super Saiyan. 7 months old. Youngest transformation in recorded history. Gohan stumbles backward. Goten? The baby looks at his hands. Glowing hands. Golden hair. Feels the power. Not scared. Curious. Pretty, he says, then passes out. Transformation drops. Too much strain. Baby body can't sustain it. Gohan catches him. Holds his unconscious brother. Heart hammering. We're in trouble, he whispers. So much trouble. News spreads. Can't contain it. Too many people know. Word gets out. The divine child can transform. At 7 months old, governments take notice. Military organizations. Secret agencies. Everyone who fears powerful beings, they start making plans. Plans to contain. To control. To weaponize. Plans that will force confrontation. Soon, but for now, training continues. Goten grows. Learns. The second seal shows cracks. Won't last much longer. And somewhere, beyond the universe, beyond reality, something ancient continues moving. Equilibrium. Drawn by the mark. Coming to Earth. Not today. Not tomorrow. But soon. The baby who levitated a house now throws punches. Meditates. Transforms into legend. And everyone prays it's enough. That training will save him. That love will guide him. That somehow, impossibly, a divine weapon can learn to be a good person. Time will tell. Always does. 4 years old. That's when everything changes. Goten wakes up screaming. Not unusual. Happens twice a week now. Nightmares. Visions. Fragments of cosmic memory bleeding through damaged seals. Tonight's different though. Tonight he's screaming words. They're coming. The dead ones. They're coming back. Chi-Chi bursts into his room. Gohan right behind her. The boy, not baby anymore, boy, sits upright in bed. Sweat-soaked. Eyes wild. Pupils dilated. Sweetie, it's just a dream. Not a dream. His voice cracks. Power flares. The bed lifts 6 inches. Hovers. I saw them. Dead people. Walking. Fighting. Here. Soon. Gohan and Chi-Chi exchange looks. The vision started 3 months ago. Second seal broke. Goten began seeing things. Future things. Past things. Things that might happen or did happen or could happen across infinite timelines. Most of it's gibberish. Cosmic noise. Incomprehensible to a 4-year-old brain. Sometimes though. Sometimes it's clear. Like now. Who's coming? Gohan asks. Gentle. Calm. Don't spook him. What did you see? Fighters. Old fighters. From before. There. Goten's face scrunches. Trying to process. They're getting wished back? With balls? Dragon balls? Gohan's blood freezes. The tournament. The World Martial Arts Tournament is in 3 weeks. He was planning to enter. Goten 2. Exhibition matches for kids. Fun. Safe. But if the kid's vision is right, Gohan? Chi-Chi's voice tight. What's he talking about? I don't know. Maybe nothing. Maybe. Goten's eyes flash gold. Just a flicker. The man with the staff. He's gathering them. Making an army. For the tournament. Then he collapses. Out cold. Power signature drops. Normal sleeping. The bed crashes down. Chi-Chi catches her son. Holds him. Looks at Gohan. Explain. I can't. Not yet. But I'm calling Bulma. He leaves. Chi-Chi rocks Goten. Singing. The lullaby from when he was tiny. When things were simpler. Were they ever simple? She can't remember anymore. Morning. Capsule Corporation emergency meeting. Everyone's there. Vegeta. Piccolo. Krillin. Tien. Yamcha. Even Supreme Kai, summoned via telepathic panic. Bulma pulls up news feeds. Global coverage. The World Martial Arts Tournament. First one in 7 years. Biggest event of the decade. Thousands of fighters registered. Millions of spectators expected. Perfect target. For what? Krillin asks. Don't know yet, Gohan admits. But Goten's visions are getting more accurate. Last month he predicted the earthquake in South City. Down to the hour, the kids tapped into something, Piccolo says. Divine omniscience. Fragments, but real, Supreme Kai nods. The second seal contained his conscious power. With it broken, his awareness expands. He's perceiving probability threads. Causality branches. Every possible future. That's impossible, Yamcha says. Nobody can see every future. Gods can. Vegeta's voice cuts. Divine beings exist outside linear time. The brat's becoming divine. Whether he wants to or not. Silence. Heavy. True. Trunks sits beside Goten. The two kids, 4 and 8 now, inseparable. Best friends. Brothers in everything but blood. Is he okay? Trunks whispers. Goten shrugs. Head hurts. Always hurts after the seeing. What did you see? Bad stuff. Fighting. People dying. But also. His face brightens. The tournament. We're fighting in the tournament. Yeah? Yeah. You and me. Finals. Trunks grins. Bring it. I'll kick your butt. Will not. Will too. They're kids. Still kids. Despite everything. That matters. Bulma clears her throat. So. Options. We skip the tournament, keep Goten home, avoid whatever's coming. No way. Goten jumps up. I trained. I'm ready. Piccolo said I'm ready. Piccolo says a lot of things, Chi-Chi mutters. The Namekian shrugs. Kid's good. Legitimately good. He's earned this. It's not about earning, Gohan says. It's about safety. Everywhere's unsafe. Vegeta stands. Paces. You think hiding helps? They know about him. Everyone knows. Military. Governments. Other planets probably. Hiding just delays the inevitable. So we what? Parade him around? Put him on display? We let him be a kid. Fight in a tournament. Show he's normal. He's not normal. Then we pretend. Vegeta slams his fist on the table. Cracks it. We pretend he's just another Saiyan. Strong but manageable. Or we confirm every fear everyone has. The logic's sound. Cruel. But sound. Chi-Chi looks at her son. Excited. Happy. Bouncing. Wants this so badly. Fine, she whispers. But we go prepared. Everyone. Full security detail. Agreed, Supreme Kai says. I'll attend as well. Hidden. Watching. Plans form. Tactics. Contingencies. 3 weeks. Time to prepare. Time to pray. Goten's vision is wrong. It isn't. 2 weeks before the tournament. Training intensifies. Goten spars with Trunks daily now. Real matches. No holding back. Well, less holding back. They clash in Capsule Corp's reinforced training dome. Punches. Kicks. Energy blasts. Moving faster than human eyes can track. Goten's good. Scary good. 4 years old fighting like a veteran. Divine intuition compensating for lack of experience. His body knows techniques he's never been taught. Muscle memory from lives he never lived. Trunks is better though. Older. More training. More control. He sweeps Goten's leg. The younger boy crashes down. Rolls. Comes up swinging. Too aggressive. Vegeta shouts from the sidelines. You're thinking 3 moves ahead. He's thinking 30. Adjust. Goten adjusts. Slows down. Watches. Learns. Trunks feints left. Goes right. Lands a solid hit. Goten staggers. Grins. Good one. They're not fighting with hatred. With pride. Just training. Learning together. Growing together. It's beautiful. Terrifying, but beautiful. The match ends when Goten transforms. Accidental. Emotional spike. Frustration at losing. Golden aura erupts. Super Saiyan. 4th time this month. Trunks transforms too. Keeping pace. They're equal now. Power levels matched. They clash. Shockwave rattles the dome. Vegeta winces. That's reinforced titanium. It shouldn't rattle. Enough! He barks. Both boys power down. Breathing hard. Smiling. Tai. Goten offers. Tai Trunks agrees. They bump fists. Friends. Always friends. Vegeta approaches. Studies Goten. The kid's control is better. Not perfect, far from perfect, but better. You're improving. Goten beams. Vegeta's praise is rarer than gold. But you're still relying on instinct. The tournament won't allow that. You'll face fighters with decades of experience. You need technique. I have technique. You have divine intuition masquerading as technique. Different thing. Vegeta's eyes narrow. I'm teaching you the Saiyan way. Traditional forms. No shortcuts. No god powers. Understand? Goten nods. Serious. Yes, sir. Don't call me sir. I'm not your commanding officer. Yes, sir. I mean, okay. Vegeta almost smiles. Almost. Training continues. Hours. Exhausting hours. Forms. Katas. Repetition. Building foundation. Muscle memory that's earned, not borrowed from cosmic consciousness. By evening, Goten's dead on his feet. Can barely walk. Chi-Chi finds him passed out on the training room floor. Vegeta standing guard. You pushed him too hard, she accuses. I pushed him exactly right. Kid needs limits. Boundaries. He doesn't understand exhaustion yet. Now he does. Chi-Chi wants to argue. Can't. Vegeta's right. She carries her son to bed. Tucks him in. He doesn't wake. Too tired. Good tired. Healthy tired. For once, no nightmares. 1 week before the tournament, the third seal cracks. Not breaks. Cracks. Hairline fracture. Leaking power slowly. Steadily. Goten wakes up floating. Again. But this time he's aware. Conscious. Controlling it. Mom! Look! Chi-Chi enters. Sees her son hovering 3 feet up. Doing loops. Barrel rolls. Laughing. Get down from there. I'm flying. Really flying. Not just floating, he is. Proper flight. Conscious manipulation of ki for levitation. At 4 years old. Most kids learn this at 7. 8. Goten masters it in an afternoon. Trunks is jealous. Show off. You can fly. Yeah, but I learned when I was 5. You're 4. Almost 5. Birthday's next month. That's 2 months. Close enough. They're in the backyard. Goten zipping around. Trunks chasing. Aerial tag. Normal kid games. Abnormal altitude. Bulma watches from the window. Calculating. The third seal's degradation is accelerating. It won't last until his 5th birthday. Maybe not until the tournament. If it breaks during a match. She doesn't finish the thought. Too dangerous, calls Supreme Kai. Emergency consultation. The god arrives. Examines Goten from a distance. Observes his flight patterns. His energy control. His joy. The seal's leaking, Supreme Kai confirms. But stable. For now. How long? Days. Maybe a week. When it breaks fully. He pauses. The knowledge influx will be severe. More than the first 2 seals. Centuries of combat techniques. Battle strategies. Divine martial arts. Can we prevent it? No. Only prepare for it. They tell no one. What's the point? Can't stop it. Can only wait. Goten flies. Plays. Trains. Unaware he's a ticking time bomb. Innocence. Precious. Fleeting. 3 days before the tournament. Registration day. The family travels to the tournament grounds. Massive complex. Arena. Hotels. Training facilities. Thousands of people. Fighters. Spectators. Media. Chaos. Organized chaos. But chaos nonetheless. Goten's eyes go wide. Whoa. Stay close, Chi-Chi orders. Iron grip on his hand. Don't wander. They navigate crowds. Registration booth ahead. Enormous line. Fighters from every continent. Every discipline. Martial artists. Brawlers. Weapons experts. Even a few key users, rare, but present. Goten watches them. Studying. His divine sense reads their power levels. Most are weak. Baseline human. A few stand out. Stronger. Trained. One signature makes him pause. Dark. Cold. Wrong. He tugs Chi-Chi's hand. Mom, not now, sweetie. But Mom, Goten, please. He goes quiet. But watches. That dark signature. Moving through the crowd. Heading somewhere? He can't tell. They reach registration. Forms. Paperwork. Age verification. Goten's registered in the junior division, 4 to 12 years old. Trunks too. The clerk does a double take at Goten's birth date. He's only 4? Yes, Chi-Chi says, daring him to comment. And he wants to fight? He's qualified. The clerk shrugs. Processes the registration. Not his problem if some kid gets destroyed. Parents' responsibility. They get badges. Numbers. Brackets. Goten's in Block A. Trunks in Block B. If they both win their blocks, they'll meet in finals. Gonna happen, Trunks declares. Me and you. Last fight. Yep. Goten grins. Then I'll win. Dream on. They laugh. Walk through the complex. Exploring. Other fighters stare. 2 kids. Confident. Fearless. Arrogant maybe. They don't know. Can't know. These kids could level the building without trying. Goten feels more dark signatures. Multiple. Scattered throughout the complex. Not spectators. Not normal fighters. Something's wrong, he tells Gohan that night. There's bad people here. Bad how? Dark. Like shadows. But not shadows. Energy shadows. Gohan's eyes narrow. Dead energy? Maybe? I don't know what dead feels like. It feels like absence. Cold. Void. Then yes. Dead energy. Lots of it. They tell Vegeta. Piccolo. Emergency meeting in their hotel suite. The vision, Gohan says. Dead fighters returning. It's happening. Who would resurrect dead fighters? Krillin asks. And why? Someone who wants chaos, Piccolo suggests. Or distraction. Tournament's perfect cover. Thousands of people. Media coverage. Nobody's watching for larger threats. Or it's a direct attack, Vegeta counters. Target the strongest fighters while they're concentrated. Eliminate threats. Both theories work. Neither's comforting. We maintain schedule, Gohan decides. Enter the tournament. Stay alert. First sign of trouble, we evacuate civilians. And Goten? Chi-Chi asks. Goten fights. Like normal. Unless, the third seal shatters. No warning. Just breaks. Middle of the conversation. Crack echoes through reality. Goten gasps. Doubles over. Hands on his head. No. Information floods in. Techniques. Katas. Fighting styles. Thousands of years of martial knowledge compressed into seconds. His brain can't process this fast. Shouldn't be able to. Divine adaptation kicks in. His neurons fire faster. Synapses rewire. Brain structure physically changes to accommodate the knowledge. It hurts. He screams. Not dramatic. Not loud. Strangled scream. Throat too tight. Can't breathe, can't think, can't. Piccolo grabs him. Goten. Focus on my voice. Find the center. Like meditation, the boy can't hear. Lost in the data storm. Drowning in cosmic memory, Chi-Chi tries to reach him. Vegeta holds her back. Don't. You'll get caught in the feedback. That's my son, and you'll make it worse. Gohan transforms. Super Saiyan. Approaches carefully. His hand on Goten's shoulder. Channeling energy. Grounding. Anchor. Come back. You're here. You're real. This is real. Goten's eyes snap open. Gold. Pure gold. Burning, he speaks. Not his voice. Multiple voices. Overlapping. Harmonizing, we see. We remember. We are. Then his eyes roll back. He collapses, unconscious. The room exhales. Crisis averted. Barely. Supreme Kai materializes. The third seal is gone. His powers tripled. His knowledge. The god looks shaken. He knows things now. Combat techniques from civilizations dead for eons. Divine martial arts used by gods before my time. Is he still in there? Chi-Chi's voice breaks. Is my son still? He's there. The knowledge is integrated, not replacing. He's himself. Just more. They carry Goten to bed. He sleeps 18 hours straight. Brain consolidating. Processing. Accepting. When he wakes, he's different. Not personality. Not soul. But presence. Moves with new confidence. New precision. Stands like a fighter. Acts like one. Morning, he says. Normal voice. Normal kid. But his eyes. His eyes know things. How do you feel? Gohan asks. Goten considers. Full. Like I ate too much but in my head. It's weird. Do you remember what happened? Some. Lots of fighting stuff. Techniques. I know how to do things I've never done. He demonstrates. Perfect horse stance. Textbook form. See? Yeah, Gohan breathes. I see. Is it bad? No. Just different. You're going to be really good at the tournament now. Goten grins. Cool. Still a kid. Thank God. Still a kid. Tournament day. Opening ceremonies. Massive crowd. Thousands screaming. Fighters parading. Media drones everywhere. Goten and Trunks walk together. Junior division fighters. Kids aged 4 to 12. 50 total contestants. Most won't survive first round, not because of danger. Because skill gap. These two trained under Vegeta. Under Piccolo. Under Legends. The other kids learned from local dojos. No contest. Brackets announced. Goten's first match. Some 9-year-old from West City. Karate background. Local champion. Should be interesting. Won't be. They wait. Junior fights first. Get them out of the way. Let the kids have their moment before real fighters take the stage. Goten's match is third. He watches the first two. Both end in seconds. Older kids dominating younger ones. Technique versus enthusiasm. Brutal but fair. His turn. He walks to the ring. Opponent's already there. Taller. Older. Confident. Sees the 4-year-old. Smirks. You sure you're in the right division, kiddo? Goten smiles. Yep. The referee explains rules. Ring out ends the match. Submission ends it. Knockout ends it. No killing. No permanent damage. Standard stuff. Ready? The ref raises his hand. Fight. The 9-year-old rushes. Good form. Solid fundamentals. Throws a punch. Fast. Trained. Goten dodges. Not desperately. Casually. Sidestep. Barely moves. Second punch. Dodge. Third. Dodge. The older kid's getting frustrated. Throwing faster. Harder. Goten flows. Water around rocks. New techniques. Divine martial arts. His body moving ways human bodies shouldn't. Stop dodging. Okay. Goten catches the next punch. Holds it. Gentle grip. You're good. But overcommitting. Leaving your center exposed. The kid blinks. What? Goten sweeps his leg. Gentle sweep. Controlled. The 9-year-old goes down. Lands on his back. Goten's already there. Crouched. Smiling. Do you yield? Yeah? Yeah, I yield. The ref counts. Winner, Goten. Crowd goes nuts. 4-year-old just beat a division champion without breaking a sweat. Commentators scramble. Who I asked this kid? Goten waves. Exits ring. Finds his mom. Did good? He asks. Chi-Chi hugs him. So good. I'm so proud. He beams. Next match. And the next? Goten advances. Doesn't lose a round. Barely gets hit. Trunks does the same. destroying his bracket. They're on collision course. Finals. Inevitable. Between matches, Goten wanders. Restless. Can't sit still. Too much energy. He feels them again. The dark signatures. Closer now. Concentrated near the adult division holding area. He investigates. Shouldn't. Should stay with mom. But curiosity wins. Kid curiosity. Divine awareness. Bad combination. He slips away. Navigates corridors. Following the dark energy. Gets closer. Closer. Finds a door. Maintenance access. Locked. He touches it. Key flows. Lock melts. Door opens. Inside, storage room. Equipment. Supplies. And 20 fighters. Standing still. Silent. Eyes empty. Zombies. Not literal zombies. But dead energy. Reanimated corpses. Someone wished them back. Brought them here. For what? Goten backs away. Needs to tell someone. Needs to. Hand on his shoulder. He spins. Man standing there. Tall. Bald. Staff in hand. Smiling. Hello, little one. Goten recognizes him. From somewhere. Somehow. Divine knowledge. This man is... Babidi? No. Different. Similar energy, but you shouldn't be here, the man says. This area is restricted. You're controlling them. Goten points at the dead fighters. The zombies. You brought them back. Smart boy. Yes. I did. They're my insurance. For what? In case the tournament doesn't go my way. The man's smile widens. I'm fortune-teller Baba's apprentice. Master of dark magic. And you, little godchild, are exactly what I need. Goten runs. Fast. Powered flight. Blasting through walls. Escaping. The man doesn't chase. Doesn't need to. Plants a tracking spell. Subtle. Tiny. Attached to Goten's aura. Soon, he whispers. Very soon. Goten finds Gohan. Gasping. Dead people. In the basement. Man controlling them. He touched me. Gohan's face hardens. Show me. They return. With Vegeta. Piccolo. Prepared for fight. The room's empty. Fighters gone. No evidence. Just maintenance supplies. They were here. Goten insists. I saw them. I believe you, Gohan says. But they moved. Probably to the arena. Waiting for their cue. What's the plan? Vegeta asks. We continue. But ready. First sign of attack, we respond. They return to the arena. Finals starting. Junior Division. Goten vs. Trunks. The match everyone's been waiting for. They face each other. Best friends. Rivals. Brothers in spirit. Crowd roaring. Media drones circling. This is the fight. The showcase. 2 4-year-olds who move like masters. Ref gives instructions. Both kids nod. Don't listen. Know the rules already. Fight. They don't move. Staring. Reading. Each trying to predict the other. Trunks attacks first. Feint left. Real strike right. Goten blocks. Counters. Trunks deflects. They're dancing. Martial arts ballet. Beautiful. Deadly, neither transforming. Not yet. Testing. Probing. Trunks lands a hit. Clean shot. Goten staggers. Grins. Good one. Returns fire. 3-hit combo. Trunks blocks 2. Third catches him. Jaw. Snaps his head back. He laughs. Nice. They accelerate. Faster. Harder. Moving beyond human perception. Crowd gasps. Can barely track them. Just blurs. Impact sounds. Shockwaves. The ring cracks. Concrete can't handle the stress. Ref backs away. Let them fight. This is beyond his jurisdiction. Goten sees an opening. Divine technique. Something from the third seal. Ancient kata. Strikes from 4 angles simultaneously. Impossible move. Probability manipulation. His fist exists in multiple positions at once. Trunks can't block. Gets hit. All 4 strikes. Flies backward. Crashes into ring edge. Crowd goes silent. Did that 4-year-old just use God techniques? Trunks stands. Breathing hard. Okay. My turn. He transforms. Super Saiyan. Golden aura. Power spike. Goten hesitates. Should he? Rules say, Trunks attacks. No warning. Full speed. Enhanced strength. Goten transforms mid-dodge. Super Saiyan. They're matched again. The fight explodes. Real fight. No holding back. Punches. Kicks. Energy blasts. Ring disintegrating. Crowd screaming. This isn't junior division anymore. This is legend tier combat. Commentators lose their minds. What are these kids? Gohan watches. Proud. Terrified. They're showing too much. Drawing too much attention, but can't stop them. They're committed. Goten and Trunks clash. Final exchange. Both throwing everything. Power maxed. Technique perfect. Impact. Shockwave levels the junior ring. Completely destroys it. Both kids thrown back. Unconscious. Simultaneous knockout. Double elimination. Ref stares. Tie. Both are out of the ring. Technically, crowd doesn't care. Standing ovation. That was incredible. Historic. 2 4-year-olds just demonstrated power beyond most adults. Medics rush in. Check both kids. They're fine. Exhausted. Smiling in their sleep. Friends to the end. They wake in medical tent. Side-by-side beds. Parents hovering. Did we win? Goten asks. Tai Chi-Chi says. Both of you are insane. Cool Tai though, Trunks mutters. So cool, Goten agrees. They bump fists. Best match ever. Outside commotion. Shouting. Screaming. The adult match has started. And the dead fighters are attacking. 20 reanimated warriors. Unleashed on the arena. Attacking contestants. Spectators. Anyone. Chaos. Gohan rushes out. Vegeta follows. Piccolo already fighting. Krillin engaging. Yamcha. Tien. Everyone. But there's too many. And they're strong. Former champions. Former world-class fighters. Dead but deadly. Goten sits up. The zombies. Stay here, Chi-Chi orders. But, stay. Here. He obeys. Technically. Stays in the tent. Doesn't leave it. Uses his senses though. Feeling the battle. Reading energy signatures. His friends are winning. Barely. The dead fighters don't tire. Don't feel pain. Just attack. Efficient. Relentless. One signature breaks through. Heading for the medical tent. For him, the apprentice. The dark wizard. Coming to collect. Door opens. The man enters. Staff glowing. Time to go, godchild. I'm not going anywhere. Not your choice. You're the prize. The reason for all this. He gestures. Outside. The chaos. Distraction. So I can take you. Why? Because your power can break barriers. Open doorways. I need a key. You're it. He raises his staff. Dark energy swirls. Binding spell. Meant to paralyze. Goten's aura flares. White gold. Fourth seal cracking. Not breaking. Cracking. Power leaks through. Divine energy. Pure. Overwhelming. The spell shatters. Can't touch him. Can't bind a god. The wizard's eyes widen. Impossible. You're sealed. I felt the seals. You felt 3 broken seals, Goten says. Voice different. Older. Harmonics underneath. 4 remain. Want to see what happens when I break another? He doesn't wait for an answer. Attacks. Child body. Divine speed. Faster than the wizard can track. Punch. Solar plexus. The man crashes through the tent wall. Into the arena. Into the battle. Goten follows. Walking. Calm. Terrifying calm. Every fighter, dead and alive, stops. Stares. The 4-year-old radiating pressure. Power. Presence. You brought dead people back, Goten says. Made them fight. Hurt people. That's wrong, kid, Krillin whispers. Maybe don't. Goten raises one hand. Divine technique. Something from deep knowledge. Purification. Light-based. Used by ancient gods to cleanse corruption. He releases it. White light explodes. Gentle. Warm. Spreading across the arena. Touching every reanimated fighter, they stop. Stand still. Eyes clear. Awareness returns. Brief awareness. Borrowed time. They're not zombies anymore. Not puppets. Just dead people. Given one moment of clarity before returning to Otherworld, one fighter, an old champion from decades ago, looks at Goten. Smiles. Thank you, little one. They fade. All 20. Peacefully. Return to rest. The wizard scrambles backward. No! My army! My... Vegeta's boot connects with his face. Shut up. Knockout. The man crumbles. Silence. The arena. Thousands of people. Staring at Goten, the 4-year-old who just purified 20 corpses with divine light. He looks at his hand. Confused. I didn't know I could do that. Fourth seal's cracking. Supreme Kai appears. Invisible to mortals. Only the warriors see him. He's accessing deeper powers. Creation abilities. Not just combat. Is that bad? Gohan asks. Depends. Can he control it? They look at Goten. He's swaying. Exhausted. Used too much. Pushed too hard. Chi-Chi catches him. Holds her son. I've got you. Mom? Did I do good? So good, baby. So good. He smiles. Passes out. Safe in his mother's arms, the crowd erupts. Cheering. Celebrating. The kids saved them. Saved everyone. Hero. 4-year-old hero. Media drones swarm. Capturing everything. Broadcasting globally. The divine child. No longer secret. No longer hidden. The world knows. And the world will never forget. Aftermath. Emergency meeting. Hotel suite. Everyone present. That was stupid, Vegeta says. Blunt. Showing that much power. Now everyone knows. He saved lives, Chi-Chi counters. He painted a target on his back. The target was always there, Piccolo interjects. We were just pretending otherwise. So what now? Krillin asks. Now we deal with consequences, Supreme Kai says. Governments will want him registered. Controlled. Other planets will take notice. Goten is officially a cosmic-level threat. He's 4, Chi-Chi snaps. Age is irrelevant. Power is absolute. Silence. Heavy. True. Goten sleeps through the discussion. Curled up on the couch. Innocent. Unaware he just changed everything. Trunks sits beside him. Guardian. Friend. I'll protect him. You're 8, Gohan says. Gently. So? He's my best friend. That's what friends do. Can't argue with that logic. Plans form. Moving forward. Increased security. Limited public appearances. Training intensifies. Preparing for when the 4th seal breaks. Then 5th. Then 6th. Eventually, the 7th. The final seal. The one old Kai said would only break under extreme duress. Life or death. We have time, Gohan says. Trying to convince himself. Years, maybe, Supreme Kai agrees. Or days. The seals are failing faster than predicted. Saiyan adaptation. Divine acceleration. Every break makes the next more likely. Then we prepare for everything. They prepare. Train. Plan. Hope. Outside the hotel, crowds gather. Waiting for a glimpse of the divine child. The boy who purified the dead. Who fought like a god. Goten's life just became public property. And somewhere, far beyond Earth, beyond the universe, something ancient feels the display of divine power. Equilibrium. Still coming. Drawn by the light. The mark. The potential. Soon, very soon. The boy who just wanted to fight in a tournament now carries the weight of worlds. And he's only 4 years old. 3 years. That's how long the universe stays quiet after the tournament. Goten turns 7. Growing. Training. Living something approximating normal. If normal includes accidentally vaporizing training equipment and seeing probability streams when he closes his eyes. The 4th seal holds. Cracked but stable. Like a dam with hairline fractures. Eventually it'll break. Everyone knows it. Nobody talks about it. Until the morning everything changes. Capsule Corporation 6:23 a.m. Goten jolts awake. Not nightmares this time. Something else. Something wrong. The air tastes metallic. Reality feels thin. Like fabric stretched too tight. He rolls out of bed. Bare feet on cold floor. Walks to the window. Purple sky. Not sunrise purple. Wrong purple. Unnatural. The color of divine energy. Familiar color. Oh no. Down the hall, Vegeta's already awake. Standing on his balcony. Staring at that purple sky. His expression is stone. Unreadable. But his hands shake. Just slightly. You feel it? Trunks appears beside his father. 10 years old now. Tall. Strong. Still Goten's best friend. I feel it, Vegeta says. Voice flat. Dead. A destroyer god just entered Earth's atmosphere. How do you know it's a destroyer? Because I've felt this pressure before. In nightmares. In legends. In the genetic memory of every Saiyan who died screaming when Frieza. He stops. Breathes. Get your mother. Get Goten. Wake everyone. Now. Trunks runs. Vegeta stays. Watching that purple sky. Beerus the Destroyer has arrived. 3 years early. Something accelerated the timeline. Something drew him here prematurely. Vegeta knows what. Knows who. The divine child. The god in a Saiyan body. The cosmic anomaly Beerus couldn't ignore forever. Damn it, Vegeta whispers. Damn it all. 10 minutes later, everyone's gathered. Main hall. Emergency assembly. Bulma. Chi-Chi. Gohan. Piccolo. Krillin. Tien. Yamcha. The whole crew. Sleepy. Confused. Terrified. Because that purple energy isn't fading. Getting stronger. Closer. Supreme Kai materializes. No greeting. Just appears. Face white. Panicked. He's here. Beerus. I tried to delay him, tried to. When? Vegeta cuts through. Voice sharp as a blade. Minutes. He'll be here in minutes. Supreme Kai looks at Goten. The 7-year-old standing beside his mother. Calm. Too calm. He came for you. Felt your power at the tournament. Been investigating since. Now he's coming to see for himself. What does he want? Chi-Chi pulls Goten closer. Protective instinct. Useless against the destroyer but automatic. To assess. To judge. If he deems Goten a threat. Supreme Kai trails off. Doesn't need to finish. Destruction. Planetary destruction. Casual. Easy. Beerus could sneeze and Earth becomes dust. We fight him, Vegeta says. Simple. Direct. We'll die, Piccolo counters. Then we die fighting. Or Gohan steps forward. Voice of reason. We talk. Diplomacy. Beerus is unpredictable but not unreasonable. You're betting the planet on not unreasonable? You got a better plan? Silence. No. Nobody has a better plan. Goten speaks. First time since the meeting started. I'll talk to him. Every head turns. Absolutely not, Chi-Chi says. Immediate. Final. Mom, he came for me. Hiding won't help. Making you guys fight won't help. Goten's voice is steady. 7 years old talking like a veteran diplomat. Divine wisdom bleeding through. I meet him. I explain. Maybe he listens. And if he doesn't? Goten's eyes flash gold. Brief flicker. Then I make him listen. The temperature drops 10 degrees. Everyone feels it. The threat beneath those words. The power. 4th seal straining. Ready to break. Goten, Gohan says carefully. You can't fight a destroyer god. Maybe I can. You're 7. I'm divine. Truth. Uncomfortable truth. The boy standing there isn't just a Saiyan child anymore. Something else. Something growing. Becoming. Scary. Beautiful. Necessary. We do this together, Vegeta decides. All of us. Present a unified front. Strength through numbers. Strength through respect, Supreme Kai corrects. Show deference. Show understanding. Beerus respects power but values manners more. Manners, Vegeta spits the word. Against the creature who destroys planets for fun. Exactly. Which is why manners might save us. The logic is insane. Also perfectly sound. That's dealing with gods. They prepare. What little preparation means. Can't strategize against overwhelming force. Can't plan for arbitrary destruction. Just wait. Hope. Pray. 7:14 a.m. The sky tears open. Not metaphorically. Literally tears. Purple rift in reality. Spaceship emerging. Massive. Spherical. Egyptian hieroglyphics covering the hull. Destroyer god aesthetic. It descends. Silent. Smooth. Lands in Capsule Corp's front yard. Crushing the garden. Flattening decorative fountains. Bulma winces. That garden cost a fortune. The ship's door opens. Ramp extends. 2 figures descend. First tall. Blue skin. Purple regalia. Cat-like features. Beerus the Destroyer. Moving with lazy confidence. Every step radiates power. Casual apocalyptic power. Second, taller. White hair. Staff. Angelic presence. Whis. The angel attendant. Beerus's teacher. Stronger than Beerus but bound by cosmic law to never interfere. They walk down the ramp like tourists exploring an interesting suburb. Beerus sniffs the air. Wrinkles his nose. This planet smells like pollution and processed food. Earth has certain charms Whis offers. Diplomatic. Always diplomatic. Charms. Right. Beerus's eyes scan the gathered warriors. Dismissive. Unimpressed. Until they land on Goten, everything stops. The Destroyer God's expression shifts. Surprise. Interest. Hunger. Not literal hunger. Predatory curiosity. Like a cat spotting a particularly interesting mouse. Well, Beerus purrs. Walks forward. Warriors tense. Nobody moves. Can't move. The pressure. Overwhelming. Existential. What do we have here? He circles Goten. The boy stands still. Doesn't flinch. Doesn't back down. Meets Beerus's gaze. Bold. Stupid. Both. You're the one, Beerus says. Not questioning. Stating. The divine mark bearer. The cosmic anomaly making waves across 12 universes. That's me, Goten says. Voice steady. Impressive for a 7-year-old facing down death incarnate. Beerus leans closer. Sniffing. Actually sniffing him. Strange. You smell like divinity. But also like fear. Restraint. Something holding you back. Seals, Goten admits. 7 seals. 3 broken. 4 remain. Seals? Beerus's eyes narrow. Who sealed the divine mark bearer? That's either brilliant or catastrophically stupid. Old Kai, Supreme Kai volunteers. Stepping forward. Bowing. Deep bow. Respect. Lord Beerus, I apologize for not informing you sooner about. Shut up. Supreme Kai shuts up. Beerus refocuses on Goten. Show me. Your power. Unfiltered. I can't. The seals, break them. Silence. Heavy silence. I can't just break them, Goten says. They break naturally. When I grow stronger. When I need them to. Then need them to. Beerus smiles. Sharp smile. Dangerous. Fight me. Break those seals. Show me what you really are, Lord Beerus, Whis interjects. Gentle. Careful. Perhaps overwhelming the child isn't. The child is divine. Stop treating him like he's fragile. Beerus steps back. Creates space. Fighting stance. Casual. Lazy. Come on, little godling. Impress me. Goten looks at his mother. At Gohan. At Vegeta. Everyone's faces say the same thing, don't. Please don't, but what choice exists? Refuse and Beerus destroys Earth out of boredom. Fight and maybe, earn respect. Slim chance. Only chance? Okay, Goten says. But I'm not trying to win. Just trying to survive. Honest. Beerus's smile widens. I like that. Begin. Goten transforms. Super Saiyan. Golden aura. Instant. Practiced. 7 years old, moving like a master. He attacks. Fast. Divine techniques. Combinations learned from broken seals. Strikes from impossible angles. Probability manipulation, making his fists exist in multiple locations simultaneously. Advanced. Beautiful. Deadly. Completely ineffective. Beerus dodges. Not even trying. Hands behind his back. Weaving through Goten's assault like water around rocks. Bored expression. Waiting. Goten escalates. Super Saiyan 2. Lightning crackling. Power doubled. Speed tripled. His attacks blur. Shockwaves shatter windows across the compound. Beerus yawns. Is this it? This is what everyone's worried about. He sounds disappointed. You're strong for a child. Exceptional even. But nothing world-ending. I'm holding back. Goten pants. Exhausted already? 7-year-old stamina has limits. Then stop holding back. The seals, break them or I break this planet. Beerus's voice drops. Cold. Final. I came here to see a god. Show me one. The threat is real. Absolute. Everyone feels it. Beerus will do it. Will destroy Earth casually. Add it to his list of obliterated worlds, unless Goten's aura flares. White gold. Desperation. Fear. Protection instinct. Can't let them die. Can't let mom die. Gohan. Trunks. Everyone. The fourth seal screams. Stress fractures become canyons. The metaphysical dam holding back divine power crumbles, breaks, shatters. The world goes white, pure light. Blinding. Overwhelming. Pressure exploding outward. Not aggressive. Not violent. Just present. Reality bending around the release. Everyone thrown back. Vegeta. Gohan. Piccolo. Even Supreme Kai. Blasted away by the sheer force of released divinity. Except Beerus. The destroyer stands firm. Unmoved. Grinning. There it is. Goten floats. No longer standing. Hovering. Hair shifting. Gold to white. Eyes full gold. Not angry gold. Peaceful gold. Divine gold. His aura cycles through colors. White. Gold. Silver. Violet. Shades that don't belong in mortal spectrums. Knowledge floods in. Fourth seal knowledge. Not combat techniques this time. Conceptual understanding. Space-time manipulation. Dimensional awareness. Reality warping. Creation magic. God powers. True God powers. Goten gasps. Drowning in information. Too much. Too fast. His brain shouldn't handle this. Would kill a normal person, but he's not normal. Never was. Divine mark adapts him. Rewrites his neural pathways. Expands consciousness. He becomes. When his eyes open, truly open, he sees everything. Every atom in the compound. Every energy signature for miles. Every possible future branching from this moment. Overwhelming. Beautiful. Terrifying. Hello there, Beerus says. Impressed. Actually impressed. That's better. Much better. Goten looks at him. Sees him. Not just the physical form. The divine essence. The destroyer nature. The weight of eons. The loneliness of being an end. Understanding floods through. Divine empathy. Feeling what gods feel. You're lonely, Goten says. Voice harmonizing. Multiple tones. Everyone fears you. Nobody understands you. You destroyed because that's your purpose. your burden. Not because you enjoy it. Beerus's smile falters. Just for a second. Then returns. Harder. Defensive. Psychoanalysis from a 7-year-old. Charming. I'm sorry, Goten continues. Floating closer. That you have to be the end. That someone has to. That it's you. Silence. Complete silence. Everyone watching. Holding breath. What the hell is happening? Beerus studies this child. This impossible, divine, understanding child. Sees something unexpected. Not fear. Not aggression. Compassion. Genuine compassion. For him. For a destroyer god. When was the last time someone felt compassion for him? Centuries? Millennia? Ever? You're dangerous, Beerus says finally. Voice softer. Almost vulnerable. Not because you're strong. Because you understand. Gods shouldn't understand each other this well. It's uncomfortable. Sorry. Stop apologizing. But there's no heat in it. Beerus waves his hand. Dismissive. Fine. You've impressed me. Barely. Your power is substantial. Divine potential is real. You're not a threat to me, nothing mortal-born is. But you're not irrelevant either. He turns to leave. Walk away. Match over, then pauses. Looks back. Tell me, little godling. If you had to destroy a planet, one planet to save a galaxy, could you do it? Goten's face falls. The golden eyes dim. I don't know. Honest again. Beerus nods. Approving. Good. The moment you're certain you could, you'll become dangerous. The moment you're certain you couldn't, you'll become useless. Uncertainty keeps gods humble. Is that why you're here? To test me? Partially. Beerus glances at Whis. The angel nods. Some silent communication. Also to issue a decree. You. Boy. Goten. You'll train with Whis. Record scratch. Time stops. Everyone processes. What? Multiple voices. Simultaneous. Disbelief. You heard me. Beerus sounds bored again. Back to casual apocalypse mode. The child has divine potential. Untrained divine potential is dangerous. Whis will train him. Part-time. Weekly sessions. On my planet. Absolutely not. Chi-Chi explodes. Mama Bear fury. Storms forward. Faces down a destroyer god without hesitation. He's 7. He's not going to some other planet to train with. The alternative, Beerus interrupts. Cold. Final. Is I destroy Earth right now? Prevent complications. Kill the divine seed before it becomes a cosmic problem. He's not bluffing. Everyone knows he's not bluffing. Chi-Chi's fury meets reality. Breaks. She stumbles. Gohan catches her. Please, Gohan says. Desperate. There has to be another way. He's just a child. He needs his family. His home. What he needs, Beerus cuts through, is proper divine instruction. Or he'll lose control. Kill everyone he loves accidentally. I've seen it before. Divine bearers without training. They burn out, take planets with them. His eyes soften. Microscopically. I'm doing you a favor. Cruel favor, but favor nonetheless. Vegeta steps forward. Surprising everyone. I'll go with him. Beerus raises an eyebrow. Excuse me? The boy trains. I train. Same location. Same time. I've been requesting training with Whis for years. Here's my chance. Vegeta's pride evident. But also calculation. Protection. Can't let the kid go alone. Interesting. Beerus considers. Whis? Thoughts? The angel smiles. Knowing smile. 2 students instead of 1? More entertaining. I accept. Then it's settled. Beerus turns. Starts walking back to his ship. Weekly sessions. Starting next week. Be ready. Wait. Goten calls. The destroyer stops. Thank you? Beerus doesn't turn around. Don't thank me. You'll hate this training. Whis is a sadist. I heard that, Whis says. Cheerful. Not denying it, they board the ship. Ramp retracts. The vessel lifts. Silent. Smooth. Tears another rift. Disappears into purple light. Gone. The gathered warriors exhale. Collective relief. Terror. Confusion. What just happened? Capsule Corporation meeting room. 30 minutes later. Everyone seated. Processing. Goten's back to normal. Hair black. Eyes brown. Fourth seal broken but power compressed again. Voluntary compression. He's learning control. Fast learning. Too fast. So, Krillin breaks the silence. That happened. Understatement, Piccolo mutters. He's training with an angel. Gohan's voice is hollow. My 7-year-old brother is training with a being who teaches destroyer gods. Our 7-year-old brother, Chi-Chi corrects. Fierce. Possessive. And he's not going alone. Vegeta will be there. Vegeta, Gohan looks at the prince. Why? Vegeta doesn't meet his eyes. Stares at the table. Someone has to watch him. Someone has to make sure. He trails off. Vulnerable moment. Rare. Someone has to make sure he comes back. Respect. That's respect. Grudging. Difficult for Vegeta to express. But real. Thank you, Chi-Chi says. Means it, Vegeta grunts. Acknowledgement. That's all she's getting. What about the training? Bulma asks. What does training with an angel even mean? Hell, Supreme Kai says. Simple. Direct. Angel training is designed for gods. For beings who've mastered mortality. Goten is 7. Mortal. Partially divine but still mortal. He looks at the boy. This will break you. Repeatedly. Possibly permanently. I can handle it, Goten says. Confidence. 7-year-old confidence backed by divine certainty. Unsettling combination. Can you? Piccolo challenges. Can you really? You just broke your 4th seal under duress. 3 remain. What happens when Whis' training breaks the 5th? The 6th? The 7th? The 7th only breaks under life-threatening situations, Gohan reminds them. Old Kai was specific. And you think angel training won't be life-threatening? Piccolo's expression darkens. Whis will push him to the edge. Past it. That's what angels do. They break you down. Rebuild you. Over and over, until you're something else. Something more. Or something less, Tien adds quietly. Goten listens. Absorbing. Understanding the weight. The danger. The cost. I still have to go, he says. Beerus made it clear. Train or die. Earth dies. Everyone dies. He looks at his mother. I can't let that happen. Chi-Chi's eyes fill. Tears she won't shed. Can't shed. Need to be strong for her baby. Her impossibly powerful, impossibly burdened baby. Then we prepare you, she says. Voice steel wrapped in silk. Every day until that training starts. We make sure you're as ready as possible. Agreed, Gohan says. Intensive preparation. Physical. Mental. Emotional. We throw everything we have at you. I'll help, Trunks volunteers. The 10-year-old standing. Determined. We train together. Always have. Not stopping now. Me too, Piccolo adds. Meditation. Mental fortitude. You'll need it. One by one, they volunteer. Everyone. Krillin. Yamcha. Tien. Even Master Roshi emerges from retirement to offer ancient techniques. A village raising a divine child. Preparing him for the impossible. 7 days. 1 week until angel training begins. 1 week to prepare for hell. Day 1, physical conditioning. Vegeta pushes Goten harder than ever. No mercy. No restraint. The kid needs limits tested. Boundaries established. Understanding of his current capabilities. They spar. Gravity chamber. 300 times Earth gravity. Goten moves like lead. Everything hurts. Muscles screaming. Bones protesting. Vegeta doesn't slow down. Attacks relentlessly. Testing. Probing. Goten defends. Barely. Getting hit. Getting hurt. Learning. Faster. Vegeta roars. You think this will give you time to think? To plan? He'll break you in seconds. Move. Goten moves. Super Saiyan transformation. Easier in the golden form. Faster. Stronger. Still not enough. Vegeta sweeps his leg. Goten crashes. Face plants. Blood from his nose. First blood of training. Won't be the last. Again, Vegeta orders. Stand up. Again. Goten stands. Again. And again. And again. 50 times that session. Each time getting knocked down. Each time standing back up. Resilience training. Mental fortitude. The body breaks. The spirit endures. That's the lesson. Day 2. Energy control. Piccolo's turn. They sit on a mountain peak. Isolated. Quiet. Perfect for meditation. Your power leaks, Piccolo says. Direct. Even compressed, even controlled, it leaks. Waste. Inefficiency. Angels will punish that. How do I stop it? Complete internal focus. Every ounce of energy accounted for. Nothing escapes without purpose. Piccolo demonstrates. His aura vanishes. Completely. Power signature drops to near zero, but the energy is still there. Just contained. Perfect containment. Your turn. Goten tries. Focuses. Pulls his energy inward. Compressing. Containing. It leaks. Small amounts. Tiny amounts. But leaks. Again. 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 Hours of this. Boring. Tedious. Essential. By sunset, Goten manages 30 seconds of perfect containment. Not much. But progress. Better, Piccolo admits. Keep practicing. Every moment. Walking. Eating. Sleeping. Constant practice. Okay, they sit in silence. Watching the sunset. Peaceful moment. Before the storm. Piccolo? Goten's voice small. Yum. Am I going to die? Everyone dies. I mean from the training. Piccolo considers. Honest consideration. Maybe. Angel training kills. Not often, but it happens. You're young. Resilient. Divine. Odds are in your favor. But maybe. Silence. Truth acknowledged. I'm scared, Goten admits. Vulnerability. 7-year-old showing through divine veneer. Good. Piccolo's hand on his shoulder. Heavy hand. Comforting weight. Fear keeps you alive. Arrogance kills. Stay scared. Stay focused. You'll survive. Promise? No. But I believe it. That's almost as good. It isn't. But Goten appreciates the honesty. Day 3, combat drills. Gohan session. Big brother teaching little brother. Technical skills. Combinations. Counters. Strategy. They fight without transforming. Base forms. Testing fundamentals. Gohan's better. Obviously better. Age. Experience. Training. He dominates. But Goten's learning. Adapting. Every exchange teaches something. You rely too much on divine intuition, Gohan says between rounds. It's a crutch. What happens when you face someone who can block that intuition? Who can shut down your cosmic awareness? Can they do that? Angels can. They exist outside normal causality. Your probability sight won't work on them. Your future seeing fails. You'll be blind. Terrifying thought. Goten's relied on that awareness. That edge. Without it, so I need to fight blind? You need to fight smart. Gohan demonstrates. Feint. Misdirection. Baiting. Forcing errors. Technical skill. Pure skill. No shortcuts. That's what survives. They drill. Combinations. Over and over. Muscle memory. Real muscle memory. Earned through repetition. Exhausting. Painful. Necessary. By day's end, Goten's moving differently. More precise. More deliberate. Less reliant on intuition. More reliant on training. Progress. Day 4, mental fortitude. Tien's specialty. Psychic resilience. The ability to function under overwhelming pressure. They sit facing each other. Tien's third eye opens. Psychic energy flows. Crushing. Oppressive. Mental weight pressing down on Goten's consciousness. Resist, Tien says. Don't fight it. Don't push back. Resist by existing. Your mind is a fortress. Let the pressure crash against walls. Don't let it inside. Goten tries. The pressure hurts. Like knives in his brain. Digging. Probing. Trying to crack his mental defenses. He holds. 5 seconds. 10. 20. Breaks. Gasps. Can't. Again. 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 Building tolerance. Strengthening mental walls. The mind is muscle. It grows with exercise. By the 100th repetition, Goten manages 2 minutes. Still not enough. But progress. Angels do this differently, Tien warns. They don't press. They cut. Surgical. Finding weaknesses. Exploiting them. You need perfect mental armor. No cracks. No gaps. How? Practice. Endless practice. And accepting that you'll fail. Repeatedly. The trick is failing forward. Learning from breaks. Reinforcing weaknesses. Philosophy and technique. Combined. Essential. Day 5, Sparring Gauntlet. Everyone. All day. Rotating opponents. Krillin. Yamcha. Tien. Piccolo. Gohan. Vegeta. Even Trunks joins. Continuous combat. No breaks. No mercy. Testing endurance. Adaptability. Will. Goten transforms. Stays golden. Fighting in Super Saiyan form for hours. Energy draining. Body exhausting. Mind numbing. But he doesn't quit. Can't quit. This is preparation. This is necessary. They beat him down. Over and over. Different styles. Different approaches. Forcing adaptation. Forcing growth. By late afternoon, Goten can barely stand. Swaying. Bleeding from a dozen cuts. Vision blurring. Still standing. Enough, Chi-Chi calls. Medical intervention. Maternal overrule. He's done. Not done, Goten slurs. Can keep, he collapses. Unconscious. Body finally giving up. They carry him to medical bay. Treat his wounds. Let him sleep. 14 hours straight. Recovery sleep. Needed. When he wakes, first words again. Chi-Chi wants to cry. Wants to rage. Wants to protect her baby from this madness. Can't. Because this madness keeps him alive. Keeps everyone alive. So she nods. Again. Day 6. Spiritual grounding. Master Rashi's turn. The ancient pervert sobered by circumstances. Teaching the old ways. The foundational ways. Before ki. Before transformations. Before power. You're losing yourself, Rashi says. Sitting on the beach. Waves crashing. Peaceful setting. Divine power. Saiyan nature. Cosmic awareness. All these things pulling you apart. You need center. Core identity. Who are you when everything else strips away? Goten doesn't know how to answer. That's the problem. Rashi nods. You're 7. Still figuring it out. But divine power doesn't wait for maturity. It demands answers now. He picks up a stone. Smooth. Weathered. This rock knows what it is. Rock. Simple. Complete. You need that clarity. How? By choosing. Consciously choosing your identity. Not letting circumstances choose for you. Rashi meets his eyes. Ancient wisdom in that gaze. Are you a god? A Saiyan? A child? All three? None? You decide. Not the mark. Not destiny. You. They sit in silence. Goten thinking. Processing. Who is he? Son of Goku. Brother of Gohan. Student. Fighter. Friend. Divine. Mortal. Both. Neither. Complicated. I'm Goten, he says finally. Just Goten. Everything else is extra stuff. But the core is me. Goten, good answer. Rashi smiles. Remember that. When angels break you down. When training tears you apart. Remember, you're Goten. That's enough. Simple wisdom. Profound wisdom. The kind that saves lives. Day 7, Family Day. No training. Rest. Recovery. Preparation. They gather. Capsule Corporation. Everyone. One last meal together before everything changes. Bulma cooks. Massive feast. Every favorite food. Celebration and farewell combined. Goten eats. Laughing with Trunks. Playing with Marin. Acting 7. Being 7. For one last day, Chi-Chi watches. Memorizing. This image. Her son. Happy. Whole. Safe. Tomorrow he leaves. Tomorrow hell begins. But today? Today he's just her baby. Evening comes. Gifts exchanged. Piccolo gives Goten a weighted cape. For gravity training. Also for style. Gohan gives a journal. Write about your experiences. Processing helps. Vegeta gives nothing. Just a nod. That's his gift. Respect. Acknowledgement. I'll be there. Worth more than objects. Chi-Chi's gift is last. A photo. Laminated. Protected. Family picture. Everyone. Smiling. For when it gets hard, she says. Voice thick. Remember why you're doing this. Remember who you're protecting. Goten hugs the photo. Hugs his mother. I won't forget. Promise. I know, baby. I know. Night falls. Bedtime. Last night, in his own bed. His own room. His own world. Trunks sneaks in. Late. Quiet. Hey, they sit. Friends. Brothers. Partners. You're gonna be okay, Trunks says. Not questioning. Stating. Willing it true. Yeah, and when you get back, we'll spar. See what you learned. Definitely. And I'll probably still beat you. Probably not. They laugh. Quiet laughs. Sad laughs. Brave laughs. I'm gonna miss you, Trunks admits. Vulnerability. Rare for him. Same. No more words needed. They sit in comfortable silence. Best friends. Facing impossible futures. Together in spirit even when separated by dimensions. Eventually Trunks leaves. Goten sleeps. Restless sleep. Dreams of purple skies and angel smiles and pressure that crushes worlds. Morning comes too fast. Always does. Capsule Corporation front yard. Dawn. The rift opens. Purple tear in reality. Beerus's ship descending. Smooth. Silent. Ominous. Ramp extends. Whis appears. Smiling. Staff tapping. Good morning. Ready for your first lesson? As ready as I'll ever be, Goten says. Tries to sound confident. Mostly succeeds. Vegeta boards first. No goodbyes. That's not his way. Just goes. Committed. Goten starts to follow. Chi-Chi grabs his hand. Come back, she whispers. Promise me. No matter what. Come back. I promise, Mom, and if it's too much. If you can't handle it. You quit. You hear me? You quit. No shame in survival. Okay. She kisses his forehead. Releases him. Letting go. Hardest thing she's ever done. Goten boards. Turns. Waves. Everyone waving back. Trunks. Gohan. Piccolo. His family. His world. The ramp retracts. Door closes. Ship lifts. They're gone. Into the purple. Into the unknown. Into hell. Angel training begins. And on Earth, those left behind can only wait. Hope. Pray. That the boy who boarded that ship survives long enough to return. That the divine child doesn't lose himself in divinity. That Goten stays Goten, no matter what.